Welcome back everyone. My name is Arpana and today we are spending 20 minutes focusing just on lower back. Before we even begin the practice, let's take a moment to notice how our lower back is feeling right now, because you don't want to force anything, right? Like, just notice if there is any stiffness, any tightness, and all that we are here to do today is to create more space and make sure the lower back releases any tension that's there in the muscles, and that's all we are going to do today. So just making sure you breathe through each postures, make sure you create a lot more space into your spine, allow your vertebrae to expand and release any tension in the body. Okay, so we will get started. The only props that you may need is a blanket and maybe a bolster. So otherwise you're good. If you're very tight, I would say keep a bolster and a blanket just to have it underneath your knees in case you have sensitive legs. Otherwise we'll get started. Coming into child's pose, Shashangasana. You will take your knees wide, bring your big toes together. Now with your palms you will take a giant step forward with your hands, because let's say if you're just here going down, your spine is not stretching entirely. So you want to reach your arms all the way front and now send your hips back, just like how you do your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now in your child's pose, drop your forearms and roll the shoulders away from your ears. So you're kind of expanding between your shoulder blades, and now bring your forehead all the way down towards the mat. Good. And just taking a few seconds here to feel the pose. Just noticing all those contact points between the body and the mat, and mentally arriving on the mat itself. And then you slowly move your awareness towards your lower back. And once again coming back to the feelings and sensations, observing if there is anything going on in your lower back right now. Any space, any point that you feel a little more stiff, just observing all of these. And again, reminding that all that we are doing in today's practice is just making sure we create some space so your lower back can release on its own. Sometimes even our nervous system takes a very important part here, so making sure we relax the nervous system. Good. Now from here, make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Lift your forehead and walk your palms all the way to the right side. Take your fingers or palms all the way to the right. Maybe bringing your left palm on top of your right, and look underneath your left armpit. Think of sending your left hip all the way back towards your heels, and move your hands, the wrist, away from your hips. Breathing into your left lungs, the left rib cage. And have a slow, steady breath. Inhale, palms to the front. Exhale, palms to your left side. Now push your palms away from you. Send your hips. Allow the right hip to root back towards the heels. And start looking underneath your right armpit. Breathing into that right lungs and right rib cage, creating more space on the right side. Like I said, space is all we need today, so making sure the muscles and the tensions can release here. One more breath. And then you slowly come all the way back into tabletop, hands and knees. Now from here, once you're here on your tabletop, just step your right leg all the way to the outside of the mat. Now we are in Prishthasana, Lizard Lunge. If your palms are all the way back, walk it in line with your feet. Have your heels and toes out. Now from here, let's tuck the toes and lift the left knee off the mat. In case, if this feels too intense, you can always drop the knees down. But otherwise, try to lift it up. Press your heels back, gaze to the front. Palms will go one step forward. Press the palms, press your right foot further down, press your left heel down. Keep gazing forward. Inhale, arch your spine. Think of cat-cow. Breathe in. Exhale, round your back. Don't straighten your right leg, you're just arching and rounding. Inhale, arch. Feel the curvature of your spine. Breathe. Exhale, round your back. Notice your spine. Notice any tension in your lower body. Inhale, arch. Breathe in. Exhale, round your back. Two more. Inhale, breathe in, feel the sensations. Exhale, round your back. Last one, try to connect to your body, close your eyes if that can help. Exhale and round your back. Good. Now, pressing into your fingers or your palms, see if you can straighten the right leg and walk the feet slightly towards the center. The left heel can still stay lifted, coming into Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Right hip is going all the way back. Fingers or your palms will press down and forehead reaching towards the legs. Pause here and just feel the sensations in your hamstrings. But just the last few cycles of breath in the pose. And then you slowly lift your gaze. Bend your knees. Once again, take the right foot to the outside, back into your lizard lunge. Now, with your hands, you take your fingers all the way to the front. Think of this like downward dog, palms to the front. Round your upper back. Keep your hips, don't lift your hips, keep sending your hips back. Now, maybe stay here or walk your fingers all the way to the left side and keep pressing your hips slightly back towards your left heel. And again, you will notice this space being created in your lower back again. Feel your lumbar spine, also your right inner thigh a little here. And just stay here for another breath. And then walk your palms all the way back. Bring your knees back down and we switch. Left foot to the left, palms press down. Now from here, you will lift your legs off the mat. You can have your heels and toes out. If this is too much, drop your right knee down. Otherwise, gaze forward, press your left foot further down, heels back. Inhale from here, you will arch your spine. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your back. Draw the belly to your spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Notice if you are putting more load on your right hand, sometimes that happens. Make sure you balance it out. Inhale, arch. Breathe into the front of your belly, your chest. Exhale, round. Two more. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now from here, slowly back. Stepping your left foot slightly to the front, center, and right foot can step slightly forward as well if your leg doesn't straighten up. So if you're here and if your knees are still bent, always make sure you walk your feet slightly forward. Now walking your fingers all the way to the front or keeping it in line with your knees, dropping your forehead towards your left thigh. Depending on your range of motion, you can have your fingers on the block as well, all the way to the front or slightly closer to your body. And we are only here to experience this pose and make sure the lower spine, your lower back can release any tension that's there. So just be sure you're not kind of pushing yourself into any posture today. Good. One more breath. And then you slowly lift your gaze. Send your right leg back, left leg all the way to the left. Fingertips will go all the way to the front and then all the way to the left, and send your hips all the way back while you're pressing your right heel all the way back. Yeah, you're just trying to create more space on this left side now, from the sides of your waist all the way to your fingers. When you have some tightness in your lower back, it's not just the lower body sometimes, you also got to open the sides of your rib cage and the body, then you will have a lot of space to relax the muscles. Palms all the way to the front, and let's step back into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels all the way down. It doesn't matter if your heels doesn't reach down, you make sure you push the palms away from you, lengthen your spine, shift your hips up, and then energetically you will draw your heels down towards the mat. Look between your legs. You can also bend your knees, a couple of rocks side to side. Let's stay there and breathe just for a few more cycles of breath. I'm just checking on the time, so we're on track. Good. Now on the next inhale, slowly shift forward to plank. Exhale, come all the way on your belly. Coming into just a mild back bend sphinx pose. Elbows in line with your shoulders, palms pressed down, inhale to lift up. Stay here, keep pointing your toes back, breathe in. Exhale all the way back, palms to your mid-chest. Push the palms down, hug your elbows in, lifting up into Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, back into down dog. Good. Press your hips all the way up and back. And now look between your hands. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Once again, coming into Lizard Lunge. This time you will drop your left knee down. This is where you might need a blanket in case you have sensitive legs or a bolster underneath your knees. Good. Option to pause here. Point your left toes back, or you may come onto your forearms. Just make sure this right inner groin doesn't feel like it's getting crunched. If that is happening, you can stay on your palms. Otherwise, you can also step the right foot slightly more towards the right. A sort of discomfort is okay, but no pain. And now very gently you start rocking side to side. Just rock your hips side to side. Just trying to create some space into your right femur, the hip bones, making some more space so it can feel more supple and stable. Good. And now press back, send this right knee all the way out, coming into pigeon pose towards the side. Take your left leg all the way back, palms to the front, and then exhale, forehead all the way down towards your mat. You can always bring your forearms down and just pause here in case you're unable to go further down. And just observe your right outer hips. You should be feeling a lot, especially in your hip region here. Again, like I said, lower back stiffness, tightness is not just related to your lower back. It can be your hips, hamstring, quads. Sometimes opening up the side body also helps. It depends on what exactly, which part of your lumbar spine is affecting, and that is what is causing the tightness, and that's how you kind of try to make sure you're trying to open all the related muscles to that side. Good. Now you can either stay here or see if you can take your fingers all the way to the left side. This is like a very ultimate pose that I really love to release the back, and then you can bring your forehead down. Just think of down dog, palms slightly away from each other, shoulder distance apart, and then forehead down to the mat. Otherwise you can just have one of your palms all the way to the front and drop your forehead down. And just stay there and notice and observe how your body feels. Yeah, just got a pop in my back, so that's what I was saying. It will help you release any tightness, any tension. Good. Just another cycle of breath. You can always stay here longer in case you have more time in each pose. Pause the video and come back to it. Good. And then slowly walk, press. Step back to down dog. Once again, just bend your knees, send your hips back, rock your legs side to side. And the last time, shift your weight out to plank, all the way on your belly, palms to your mid-chest. Inhale, coming into Bhujangasana. Breathe. Exhale again, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, hips pressing up. Now look between your hands, exhale, step your left foot forward, heels and toes out, coming back into your lizard lunge. Right leg will go all the way back. If possible, you will drop onto your forearms once again. Stay here, gazing forward, don't collapse. And then softly rocking your hips side to side. You can also make small circles with your pelvis. And just bringing your awareness towards your left femur, the hip sockets, the hip joints. And just noticing, lubricating those muscles and the joints. And then pressing back, coming into pigeon pose, sending that left knee all the way to the right side. Right leg will point all the way back, lift up with your chest. Exhale, fingertips will go all the way to the front. And then forehead can drop all the way down. Once again, try to ease into your left hips. Just notice the sensations. Again, each pose you will stay, you will hold, you will breathe, take a breath, observe what's happening, and then move to the next stage. Just don't keep jumping. Now going on to the right side, you can either just stay here if this is good, or you walk your hands all the way to the right side, and then you slowly allow the weight of your upper body to drop all the way towards the mat. And notice the breath. In case there is any tightness, you might feel like the breath is holding you. Try to relax and release the breath. Very good. And then slowly coming all the way back. All the way back in. Coming into a pose called Upavishtakonasana. It's just like a wide leg fold, but you're seated in the pose, okay? Now here I said you might need a bolster, right? So this is where you might need a bolster, or you can also use a block. You're just trying to fold forward, so make sure the heels are pressing down, the toes are lifting up. Inhale, the pelvis is tilting forward. Make sure it's not going back. If it is going back, bring your hips on top of the bolster, sit on a pillow or a bolster. Otherwise, you press your heels, lift your toes. Exhale, you fold forward. You can always just bring your forearms on a pillow again and bring your forehead down. As you're pressing your forearms, palms, or wherever you are, just pause here for a few more cycles. And just bring your awareness back to your lower back, especially the lumbar spine. And just notice if that feels a little more relaxed. The stretch in your inner thighs, your hamstrings. From here, press your palms, come all the way back, and take your fingers to the sides. So the left palm here and the right hand here. Lift up through your chest, exhale and fold forward. Now you're going and twisting a little and folding forward in your Upavishtakonasana. Again, once you're here, you don't want to go all the way down. Of course, if your body lets you, please do that. But if you sense any tightness, just make sure you're not going all the way down, but in a way that you're creating some length and space into your left rib cage and the lungs, and that helps you to alleviate the pain in your lower back just a little more. You will not only feel the stretch in your hamstring, but you're also creating space in the side body. Stay here again, allowing your forehead to drop down. This feels too intense, just lift halfway up, stay here. Especially when your body is tight, you don't want to push yourself all the way down, right? Just taking a last set of breath. Alright, and then press your palms, and then we go to the other side. Lifting up through your chest, exhale to twist, and slowly walking your hands back, allowing the belly to drape against your thighs. Press your heels and lift your toes. Keep this left leg active. Again, feeling the sense of stretch in your inner thighs, your hamstrings. At the same time, breathing into that right rib cage and your lungs. Feeling a sensation of openness. Notice if your breath is feeling a little more strained. In case your muscles are tight, that's very natural to happen. So stay there, take a couple more deeper breaths, and then slowly come all the way back. Now from here, extending, keeping both your legs straight, just bend your left knee and then wrap it all the way across your right. We are coming into Gomukhasana. Lift your hips. Make sure the feet is pressing all the way. Feet moves away from your hips. Your top leg is pressing against your bottom knee. And then just pause here. Palms can come against your thigh, against your foot. Now remember, if you already have any pain, any sensation, if you have a pain in your inner groins, in your hip flexors, you don't want to go all the way down because that will only strain it even more. So you can just stay here. This is how I feel right now. But if you're able to, you slowly push your palms into your foot and allow the forehead to drop down, or take your fingertips. Keep pressing your hips back and forehead down towards your thighs. Just stay here and breathe. And usually one side is always tighter than the other. So just observing all of those tiny little sensations. Try not to get lost in your thoughts. Good, and then slowly coming up. Another way to come into this pose is, the leg extending, but otherwise you can bring your knees together, take your right leg back and now wrap it around your left. So I'm having my left knee in the front this time, and then again dropping your hips down. I think I did the same side. I'm sorry, you will have your right knee in the front and take your left leg all the way back, and then bring your hips down to the mat. Whichever way is convenient for you. Make sure the knees are stacked. Your feet is pressing slightly away from your hips. And once again, notice the sensation. This will give you a deep stretch in your outer hips. And then as you exhale, drop your forehead all the way down. If that's not accessible, do not worry. You can just stay here. This itself is a very good way to focus on your outer hips. Steady, easy breaths. Relax the shoulders. When I say relax, you're not dropping the shoulders. You pull the shoulders away from your ears. That's what means by relax your shoulders. And then pressing into your fingers, slowly coming up. Release your legs, maybe shake your legs out, point and flex your feet, and then coming back into a comfortable, easy seated pose. Now, if you still have some extra time, you can always lie on your back for Shavasana. Otherwise, palms will rest on your thighs, roll the shoulders back and down. And take a few moments here just to come back to your body and observe your body right now. Just noticing the sensations in your spine. With all these movements, maybe your spine is feeling a lot more open. And hopefully the tightness in your lower back is a little more softer now. Your body has more space to breathe. Bringing both your palms to your heart center, softly bowing down. Thank you so much for taking this 20 minutes to practicing with me, and have a wonderful rest of your day.